Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the 49th episode of our Let's Play the Heretic Republic of Gotland, now King of Lithuania. And holy smokes, Tuscany is up here in Bjarmia. Pomeria. How on earth did Tuscany inherit that? I do not know. That is one weird inheritance. But Tuscany is in the... yeah. So, where we left off last, we had just won another holy war against Sweden. Sorry, Swedish people who are watching this, but you know, your land is important. We needed it, and we'll put it to good use. I hold the castle. I'll go ahead and make this guy the... now that I have the castle, I can make this guy the Count. So that is Nyland, I think? Yeah. Here, you can have the Grand City of Nyland, and then he'll get rid of that castle, he'll give it away. Right now he owns both, but if we let the day tick for just one day, bam, there it goes. It's gone. So now he has his own count underneath him who's going to hate him. One of the problems with republics is that when a republic, when you do have a mayor who is the count, he's never going to, like the barony, the castle, will never really get upgraded because this guy makes like no money, and since he's not getting taxes from the mayor, and he's actually paying taxes potentially to the mayor, his holding will stay really weak the entire game. So even though you suffer the opinion penalty for having counts directly underneath you, it really is better if the castle is the topmost position and the bishoprics and the towns are below. A great example of that would even be in, like, let's say we look at one of these. Here we go. So this guy, the Duke of Baden, controls the castle here. He collects taxes from this bishopric, this castle, and this town. If we look at his castle, he's upgraded it a lot. This castle, on the other hand, is usually going to be independently owned, has 11 gold a year in income, and if we look at how well it's upgraded, it's got like nothing. 2 levels of stone wall, a little bit of militia training ground, 1 guard quarters, and a castle, level 1 castle village, compared to like level 3 of everything. So again, it's usually better for the castle to not be a vassal in a county. But yeah, we got to get rid of all this land, so... yeah, so along those lines, despite the penalty, I am gonna, let's do that. So I'm gonna make this guy the, actually no, what am I doing? I'm gonna make this guy, the current guy, the Count of Finland. He's gonna like me a little bit less, but then that mayor there, he'll make a mayor, 1 click there. So he's just created a random courtier who is Swedish Lallard, like him, and he will pay taxes to the Count. That way, even though this guy likes me a little bit less, because of the wrong government type, I can usually compensate for that with all my fantastic things like kind, brave, whatever, just. And it's actually very easy to maintain relationships in a republic. But I'm going to do it that way just so that, you know, long term that guy does upgrade his castle for me. What else do we want to do? This is just a castle, so I definitely don't want to hold on to that. Now, one thing I noticed is, like, look, so Swedish and Norwegian. Apparently, it considers Norwegians to be my culture, which they are not. So you do have to be kind of cautious. It doesn't always filter perfectly. That is a bug I reported a year ago, and it's still in the game. Pisses me off, but... and then we'll just get rid of these ones, too. Making sure that they're Swedish and Lallard. Again, it shows Catholic. I think there should be another selection here, either for... you know, my religion is not Catholic. My religion is Lallard, so Catholics shouldn't be in this list. But that is just me complaining about things. Okay, got rid of all those. Let's create the Duchy of Finland. That is a big duchy. Look at all that. Wow. It's a huge duchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counties. Jeez. It's like its own gosh darn, it's like a kingdom. Apparently we're up to 1,800 gold a year. That's awesome. Who wants this duchy? I don't own any of the land. So really it could be just about anybody. I don't want to make it a count. Actually, maybe I do. I do, again, I want to build up the realm the right way. You know, in the last episode, I think it was, I buried a couple counts over here underneath a republic because I wanted to keep their relations high. And that's, I mean, if that's what you're concerned about, if you need to raise your relationships, then do it that way. But if you want to improve the realm, you can also do it this way. So, I mean, there's no real perfect way to play. There's a plus and a minus in both situations. So I'm going to take the best count, so probably this guy, because he's got one city underneath him. And I'll go ahead and give him the duchy. That's fine. You can have the Republic of Finland. Now it's going to turn him into a duke. And there is the wrong government type penalty, but I can offset that pretty easily. We've got tons of money. We've basically got infinite money. Apparently Marcus wants to be a steward. Lavernius Jane wants to be chancellor. Let's go ahead and fulfill that for sure. Sorry, Volcronos, you've got 24 stats, but our direct heir wants it too. So we'll let him do it for a moment. And we'll make you the steward. We'll collect taxes in our homeland because there's tons of stuff in there. Really, really multiplies together well when you've got multiple holdings. It affects our capital, and it also affects our hidden holding. These holdings don't actually exist anywhere on the map, so apparently we're still trying to kill a patrician. And I think we're good on land. Doing okay on everything. The vassals are pissed off about the armies. Let's release our actual holdings troops. Where are my men? Where did I put them? Did I leave them somewhere? There they are. Right. Yeah, go through those two counties. Take that back. And then I don't want to hold a grand tournament because there's just no point to it. It's really more about creating relationships and increasing your prestige. I don't really want to do anything. I just want to kill people. Kill people and go to war. Have you ever felt like when you say the word war, it just reminds you of the way that Optimus Prime says it? This is just some of the things that I think about. He says it so weird. I don't need to fabricate claims. Let's sow dissent. Let's piss off the Holy Roman Emperor. That's probably the most useful thing we could do. Who do you have in your realm that doesn't like you and has a lot of power? Ooh, the King of Norway. No, let's go with good old that guy. Where do you live, dude? Shoot, he's incapable. He can't plot. Let's pick someone else. King of Norway. I guess we could do that. He's leading troops, but I'm gonna, yeah, we'll lower siege dissent, or sow dissent in his title there. Now don't get yourself killed, Lavernius James, or I'm gonna be very disappointed in you. If you get yourself caught, because I think there is, what, yeah, 4.15% chance you could get discovered, so be very careful. Mission impossible mode. So we'll do that. And I don't think we can declare war because we got men in his actual city. How powerful is the Holy Roman Emperor right now anyway? It's got 18,000. We could probably meet. Yeah, we could beat that. Let's take some land from the boy. I can't declare war on Sweden because my mercenaries are in Sweden, but I can declare war on anyone else. So let's declare war on... what do we want? I want something up here, something that's hard for him to actually get to. Gosh, he has so many duchies. Just go to the bottom. It's probably going to be at the bottom of the list. There we go, Estonia. Sure, let's do Estonia because it's along the coast. And we've just declared war with a big guy, but despite the fact that he has more men than we do, or almost the same amount as men, we've got mobility and positioning and mercenaries and money and a lot of other things that are on our side too. So I think we'll be just fine picking a fight with the big guy. Get on the boats, get on the boats. Boats. Okay, all you boats, go there. And that needs to... Actually, there's not enough boats for these guys. Okay, we'll just go there then. And rather than go there, yeah, it's fine. We can ignore those and we'll just go here. Our income continues to increase, 1,900 gold a year in income. Not bad, could be better. Got quite a bit of expenses. Family dues and mercenaries are very high. It's one of the reasons why I want to build this retinue up, so we can just have a big, huge standing army. Let's see, can we go through and build up some more garrison stuff? I want to get the one that are just 100 gold. Give us a slightly better return on investment. And send these boats back. All these rebellions, irritating. Yeah, we really don't need this many boats anymore. It's definitely... We'll just keep maybe 50 boats, and then these boats can go here and disband. That'll give us more money. Go there. You can assault. If I'm going too quickly, then download the video and play it at half speed. Did you know that you could download the video? You can. That's a teaser. I'll tell you how to do it later. There's a program that I use that allows you to do some pretty nice enhanced settings for YouTube videos, and also allows you to very easily download them. If there's enough interest in it, I will talk about it more. No. Navarin Volkronoson, you need to be kind. Even though we're going to kill everyone on the planet and convert all of them to our faith, you must do it with kindness. It's important. Can we upgrade our holding? Gosh, I must have just started. I'm so impatient. Another attractive boy. That is sad. That doesn't sound right. It did not sound right at all. A boy is born, and the first thing I say is, "Oh, it's another attractive one." It sounds like something the Pope would say. What? Okay, so we're at 58% because we've got all of the holdings, and he's so far away that really we just need to siege a couple more things. Actually, let's disband these small armies so that he can't just destroy part of them. He's actually doing that up here. So we'll do that, and that, and let's raise the boats again real quick. We'll take just the vassals' boats instead of our own, set them here. So we'll shift Q, go there. I'm going to crush this tiny little army just because it's kind of like a pot shot I can make at his army and, you know, weaken him a little bit. I cannot believe this guy is not dead yet. This is surprising. Let's get some more people involved. I don't even remember who he is, but I'm still surprised he's not dead yet. He should be dead. Okay, onto the boats, and then onto these rebels, back onto the boats, and back up here, and let's go ahead and crush these two little armies. Ooh, good, so even though I'm about to die, based on my age, I can master rough terrain, cavalry, light foot, or heavy infantry. Terrain is always better, because you can choose where you fight, and it's flat plus 20%. Can be modified by your martial skill up to a maximum of plus 40%. So powerful. Love it. Awesome trait to have. And with that, I'm probably going to die, like, tomorrow. Because now I've got an awesome combat modifier. Plus, I mean, I really probably shouldn't be fighting anyway. Can you imagine, like, being... I mean, I'm 73 years old. How powerful could I actually be in combat? I mean, come on. I can't even believe I'm there. It's just a silly thing to do. I should be at home, doing nothing. What is this? What do you want? You want to marry my daughter. Grand Prince of Turov. I think that's Russian. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. Whatever. It's fine. Apparently you're my ally now. And we'll get you back on the boat. Back on the boat. I think if we take over this here... We take over that land there, and then siege just a couple more, we should be able to win. He's got 11,000 men now coming up, getting up here pretty close. Converting more land, that's good. How are we doing on the retinue? Ooh, good, so we almost have room for a lot more. Let's get a whole bunch more heavy infantry. They take 1,000, so we can make 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And in just very soon, we'll be able to get 1 more. And keep in mind, my heavy infantry as a Swedish guy are very strong. They come with the... let's select them and then look at them here, right here. They've got that Gotland heavy armor, and because they are a Swedish housecarl, they have plus 60% attack. So the overall plus attack, 80% increased attack. They're so strong. They're actually stronger than really anything. They're even stronger than heavy cavalry in the melee phase. I mean, they are incredibly dangerous. So hopefully, once we have a huge amount of those, we will be able to start winning some combat that you would expect to lose just because they're so damn strong. And whose army is this? Poland. Alright, fine. We'll go kill Poland's army, and then we'll attack Poland. You foolishly want to engage us. He's going to arrive there on the 25th. Interesting. And I just made him turn around because he didn't want to engage me. So he clearly thinks he'll lose that fight, and I agree. And this, I think we'll be able to catch the Poland army. Amphibious landing. But let's see, I'm going to wait, I'm going to actually slow it down just slightly, and then probably wrap this episode up. But I'm going to wait and show you some of the attack values, so you can see just how strong those darn guys are. Let's wait until we're in the melee phase, and he's already crushed them. So never mind. Let's see, can we actually see somebody get to the melee phase before they win? Skirmish, skirmish, skirmish. There we go. So this is the melee phase. Now here's some, let's go through this. So, we have the damage bonus plus 30%, flanking bonus, and it's because he's flanking. He's attacking the left flank and he's not engaging his own. The combat modifier boost to light troops is currently bugged. It doesn't actually work. Because if you click on this button here, and then we can look at the units in the column, we can see that the heavy infantry's attack values right now, because he's using this advanced tactic, heavy infantry attack is increased by plus 300%. On top of all of the other modifiers that we get. Further down, you can see that the percentage chance he's going to use these attacks is based on his martial ability, and then also based on the units that are part of the composition of the flank. So he's got advanced tactic, awesome advanced tactic, stand fast tactic, slow advance, etc. Now, unfortunately, he does have also the hesitant commander tactic, and the reason for that is that this mercenary guy has the which trait is it? I think it's because he's shy. Shy gets him like it's a bad tactic. You don't really want him to do that one because he's not making up his mind. But anyway, he did pick the 32% chance 1 advance. Gives my heavy infantry plus 300%. So again, let's go look at them. So heavy infantry in this flank have right now an attack value in the melee phase. You see how it says 27.6. That is so big. That is so high. I mean, it's massive. I mean, it's just amazingly high. I mean, like, in comparison, I believe heavy infantry, or let's look at heavy cavalry. I mean, these guys, they actually managed to get the heavy cavalry attack because of their charge tactic. They're at 39. These guys are at 24 here. The retinue is at 27.6. So they're almost as strong as heavy cavalry. 39, 20. Okay, so heavy cavalry using their attack is still very damn strong. But there's 52 of them compared to 388. So heavy cavalry are very hard to get, and we can get a ton of heavy infantry. And then compare that to like someone who's not using the charge tactic. You see here, the attack value for heavy cavalry in the center in melee phase would be 9. So unless they're using the right attack and it's the right phase, again, my point stands. 24, 27, whatever it is, huge. It's huge. It's so good. Plus, by having a pure heavy infantry retinue allows us to stack the flanks in a way that causes the flank commander to be more likely to choose the advance tactic, thus further strengthening the attack of the flank. So, can we get that last one? Still not quite yet. Let's see if we can upgrade a couple. If we can upgrade one garrison. I'm looking for one with no upgrades yet. Yeah, there we go. So that one. That one, that one, that one, that one. Okay. And go ahead and add these on because these are the retinue. Very, very powerful. And who's this? This is apparently one of the vassals to him. Where did his big army go? Did I just... Oh, that was the one we were just attacking. That's right. Or no. This is the one. Alright, well we're at 70%. This is going to continue to go up based on ticking war score. Probably the easiest way to win would be, rather than engaging that army, let's just go... Actually, we don't even need to move the boats. We can just walk straight to here, to Samland, and we'll assault our way through this. Get a little bit of war score. Yeah, it's probably faster to just walk. No, from here. He's going to assault through. Shoot, he might actually make me come back up there. And apparently my brand new young wife is pregnant, so we might get another child. Another heir. And now I am going to go back up there and engage that, because that just makes more sense now. I'm going to try to avoid the amphibious landing penalty. Let's check the terrain. So this is forest, and I believe we took the rough terrain, which includes forest. So, I don't know, am I a commander in this army? Am I leading any flank? No, I'm not leading the flanks, but I might... Yeah, this guy's craven, but his high martial ability actually offsets it. And this guy... Flat terrain, so he'd be better off in another area. Hates my guts, apparently. But he'll still fight for me if I pay him. And then this guy, he's got some pretty good stats. We'll see. Alright, so we will walk to there. And yeah, so we're looking good. He's trying to flee. As soon as I told my men to go there, he's trying to leave. That's a good sign. I feel pretty good about this. I want to change this. So, flat terrain expert isn't going to help us in this engagement. Overall, his martial ability is awesome, but he doesn't... he's got moral defense. And again, the heavy troop and the light troop modifiers don't actually affect the army. Again, it's a bug. If it did affect the army, you would have seen it in the flank numbers when we were hovering over them a few minutes ago. But they don't show up there. So it says they're getting a bonus, but they don't actually get a bonus. So I'm actually going to replace this guy with me, because even though I've got lower martial, when you look at my modifiers, I'm going to give them moral defense and then 28% strength. Flat boost to strength being in forest. And I might die, which would be interesting. So, let's see what happens. Plus, the center flank gets the most prestige and honor. Or not honor. Honor. The most prestige and piety. Let's see, do I choose the right battle? Apparently we've chose the harass tactic, which is good for light cavalry, of which we only have 600. We have 11,000 heavy infantry, so I'd like to see us pick one of these tactics that would help our heavy infantry. But we'll be fine. As soon as we get to the melee phase, I'm going to hover over this. And I haven't spent much time on this in any of the Let's Plays, so maybe I'll do that more. Holy smokes! Look at that! Holy crap! So we chose the charge tactic, which is actually better for heavy cavalry, but it's still pretty good for heavy infantry. And because we have so many heavy infantry, we can see that these guys ended up having 18 strength, 14 strength. We have some heavy cavalry, so they became very strong, 42 and 42. Compare that to this guy's army. We can't actually hover in and see every individual unit, but we can still hover over the units right here and just see the average defense. So they have an average defense of very, very little compared to our attack strength. That's why they lost 1,287 men in one day. That number there is always the losses from the previous day. So he is getting crushed. That army just got massacred. We've captured a count and a bishop. Let's see who we can ransom. Can't ransom you, so we'll just kill you. No sense in keeping around courtiers that will never get bargained for. They really don't matter. Just kill them. Yeah, if we capture that. We'll get our ticking war score back, and we should be able to end this war this episode. 96%. Let's just engage this battle here, and we should be ready to go. Disband that. And how are we doing on retinue? Can we get that last one yet? Darn it. Nope. I have a feeling that this retinue that we're able to hire is going to become so powerful soon. I mean, they're just massive. If you had an army composed of nothing but Swedish retinue, all heavy infantry, the only tactic they can use is going to be the good one, because there's no other army in the composition. So that would be awesome. Apparently my daughter died. How sad. I'm actually just going to speed it up slightly and let's let this tick. We'll get the ticking war score. We'll just let a couple months go by real quick so we can get up to 100%. I'm going to end the war and end the episode. There you go. He surrenders. Awesome. Okay, so that's a good spot to end then. So thank you so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which will probably be tomorrow. See you then. Thanks.